this practice, we will be using a chair to sit in. This is going to be a short practice. I'm going to share a couple of yoga breath practices that are calming to the body. As well, we're going to do a joint rotation series. So a series of movements that are going to be getting into all the joints in the body. So for this practice, you'll need a sturdy chair. I'm using my dining room chair without arms on it. And if you're on a carpeted surface, you should be fine. If you are on a slippery surface, you might want to place something underneath your chair. I'm using my yoga mat underneath the chair, or place the chair against the wall. So you can go ahead, you can stop the video and then go ahead and get yourself set up, and then we'll meet back. So when you are seated on the chair, we want to have our feet flat on the floor or touching the floor. And if they don't, maybe place a book or something underneath your feet so that your feet are supported by something. So as I said, we are going to do 2 breath practices that are calming and balancing for the nervous system. And then in between those, we're going to do the joint rotation series. So a good practice for anyone to keep our joints healthy, and particularly if you have any kind of autoimmune condition that like arthritis, if your joints are sore, good to get into the joints. So there's an expression in yoga that says motion is lotion. So motion, moving our bodies, moving our joints is really good for the joints, for the health of the joints. If you are dealing with any pain in the joints, please go slowly. And if there's something, as always in yoga, if there's something that doesn't feel right for your body, then give yourself permission to either not do that, just to stop, to take a pause, maybe join us again in the next movement. So I have been dealing with a little bit of neck pain the last few days. I'm not going to do too much going into my neck. I do want to do a little bit of movement, but I might not have the full range of motion today. So do what works best for your body. So go ahead and sit back with your back against the back of the chair. Your feet are supported. And just let's bring a few moments of awareness to our body. If you are comfortable with eyes closed, you can go ahead and close the eyes, or maybe just have the eyes partly closed and you're just looking down at your hands. Just start to bring your awareness into your physical body, letting go of some of the distractions, the external noise. Feel the feet as they rest on the floor or your support. Feeling that connection between the earth and your feet. Feeling that support of the chair beneath your legs and your hips. And feeling all the parts of your spine that touch the back of the chair. Allowing the shoulders to relax away from the ears. Head is comfortable, maybe just wiggle the head a little bit. Make sure your head and neck are comfortable, ears over shoulders. Hands just resting on your lap, palms can be up or palms down, whatever is comfortable. So just take a moment to notice, as we keep our awareness to our body, noticing all the parts of the body, and noticing where you might be holding on to tension or tightness today. If there's any little achy spots, just acknowledge those areas, allowing the breath to go there and helping to soften and release. And then notice the areas in your body where you feel some softness, where you feel some relaxation, some ease. And then start to tune into your breath. Noticing how your breath feels today. Noticing if there's any tightness anywhere in the breath cycle. See if you can allow that breath to be smooth and even. then just in your own time, see if you can deepen that breath a little bit. Take a couple of nice deep, slow inhales and slow, full exhales. Again, at your own comfortable pace here. Go ahead and open your eyes. Let your arms rest down by your sides here. As you inhale, reach the arms up. And then as you exhale, let those arms come back down. Let's do that one more time. Getting a nice big breath, filling the whole body with breath. Exhaling, arms down. And then just pause. You can have your arms resting, for our first breath practice, they can rest down by your side, or again, hands resting on your lap. As we do this practice, keep your breath at its own nice, comfortable pace. No straining with the breath, no forcing the breath. So this first practice is called straw breath. So imagine that as you exhale, you're breathing out through a straw. Your lips will be pursed a little bit like you're breathing out through a straw. Or imagine that you are gently blowing on your hot bowl of soup to cool it. So we're just inhaling through both nostrils, just a regular normal breath. And then as you exhale, through those pursed lips, like you're blowing through a straw. So I'll keep time. We're going to do this for about 1 minute at your own pace here. Inhaling through both nostrils. Exhaling through pursed lips. So it's a nice calming breath practice. Breathing out through the lips like this controls the exhalation a little bit. You're able to get a little longer, maybe slower exhalation. Face is soft. We got about 10 more seconds. One more like this. Good. And then just relax that breath practice. Come back to your own natural breath pace. Just pause for a moment. Notice any effects of that practice. That was only 1 minute. You could do it longer if you like. So for our joint rotation series, we're going to start with our head and neck. A few movements for our neck. Sitting up nice and tall, take a breath here, inhaling, and as you exhale, slowly let the chin drop forward toward the chest. And any amount is fine. As you inhale, bring the head back up, nice and slow. So I'm going super, super slow because my neck is still a bit sore. We want to move slowly with the breath. Exhaling as you drop the chin. Inhaling up. One more time. Pausing when your head comes back to center. Inhaling here. On an exhale, gently turn your head to look over one shoulder, just moving into your range of motion. Doesn't have to be a full range of motion. Inhaling as you come back to center. And then as you exhale, let the head turn toward the other shoulder. Just nice and easy here. Inhaling to center. A couple more times each side at your own breath pace here. Wait for that exhalation as you turn. Wait for the inhale to bring you back to center. When you come back to center, pause again. Good. Pause again, just notice any sensations in the head and neck. Then we're going to bring our fingertips up to our shoulders, lift the elbows in front, and we'll just open our elbows out to the side and then back to center. So just starting to get into the shoulders a little bit, opening the elbows And then bringing the elbows towards center. And just try and keep those shoulders down a little bit. Sometimes the shoulders tend to wander up toward the ears. You want to roll those shoulders down and back, opening and closing. One more time. Just release the hands for a moment, and we're going to come and sit forward a little bit so our backs are away from the back of the chair. So sit forward a little bit. You might want to have your feet comfortably on the floor, feet flat, knees over ankles. We'll do a couple more things for shoulders. So again, bring the fingertips up to the shoulders, lift the elbows a little bit, and we'll start to roll the shoulders down and back. And again, just nice and slow, rolling the shoulders. You can do both shoulders together. You might want to do opposite shoulders, like you're doing a little backstroke, whatever feels better here for your shoulders. Nice, easy circles. Keeping the breath nice and smooth here. Pausing for a moment, then circle the other direction. And again, you can do one at a time if you like. A little swimming motion, or both together. Good. And then just pause, relax the arms, give your hands a little shake. Good. Bring the arms out in front, turn the palms up so you're saying stop, or you're trying to press against a wall, and then just moving from the wrist, turn your fingers to point down, point the fingers up, point the fingers down, point the fingers up, maybe spread the fingers a little bit, one more time down and up, and then make a little bear claw, like you're just a little bear with making your claws, a little bit of bending into the fingers, and then spread the fingers, make that little bear claw, open the fingers. Good. Elbows can be bent, shoulders can be down. If you want to have hands down here, that's fine, you can do that. And then keeping that little fist, just bringing the fingertips in, make little circles of the wrists. Excuse me, little wrist circles. And again, nice and slow, particularly if there's any arthritis in the wrist, anything kind of going on here, you want to go nice and slow. And then circle the other direction. Again, just nice and slow. Good. And then just give those hands a little shake, 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 shake out the shoulders, shake out the wrists. Good. One more movement here, just for our shoulders and for our upper back. We're going to bring our left hand to our right shoulder. Keep the head moving with the shoulders. We're just going to do a little turn toward the right. Come back to center. And then one more time, turning toward the right. Just a little bit of a twist. Back to center. And then release that hand. Right hand to the left shoulder, a little turn toward the left. So we're getting a little bit into that thoracic spine area, our upper back, middle back. And then come back, release that hand. This time we're going to do the same thing, that same little turn with our shoulders and upper back, but our head is going to turn opposite. So right hand to the left shoulder. We're going to turn shoulders to the left, head looks right, left, right. Coming back to center, sorry. Shoulders to the right, head looks left. Come back to center. Right hand to the left, shoulder, shoulders turn left, head looks right. Back to center, and opposite again, head right, shoulders left, and come back to center. Good, and shake out again. Bring your hands to rest on your lap, down by on top of your knees. We're going to do a little spinal movement here. This is a variation, a seated version of cat-cow, which we usually do on the floor, but for this we're going to be seated. We'll do the movement a couple of times, and then we'll add the breath to it. So the first movement is slide the elbows back, feel the shoulder blades draw toward each other as you lift the chest a little bit. You don't have to lift the chin or drop the head back. And then the hands slide forward. You're tucking the chin, draw the belly, and you're getting that little round shape. So as you inhale, draw the elbows back, you lift and spread the collarbones. And then as you exhale, slide the hands forward, tuck the chin, round the shoulders. And inhale, lift and spread, lift and open. Exhale, rounding, and just moving in a way that feels good for your spine. We're getting a nice little spinal extension as we lift. And then as we exhale, we're coming into that spinal flexion. So feel the whole movement in the whole spine. We'll do 2 more times each way, just with your breath pace here. Exhaling as you come into that little cow, a little cat shape rather. Inhaling, lifting into that cow, opening. One more time. And then coming back to neutral, relax the shoulders again, maybe just shake out again. Good. Sit forward a little bit. You want to make sure that your hips are on the chair. You're going to bring one foot forward, so have your leg fairly straight, toes are up, heel is on the floor, and then just start to point the toes away and draw the toes toward your face. A little bit of pointing and flexing. Pointing and flexing the foot, moving from the ankle. And then with the toes pointed up, start to do little circles. And again, nice little circles, getting into the ankle. Maybe spread the toes a little bit. And then other direction, little circles. Good, and then pausing for a moment, bring that foot back, stretch the other foot out, pointing the toes away, drawing the toes toward your face. So gently flexing and pointing the foot. And then have the toes pointed up and start to do those little circles. Circling the foot, nice and slow, getting into that ankle, and just notice all the sensations in your ankle. Usually one side of our body's different than the other, so it might feel totally different. Circle the other direction. Good, and then just pausing, bring that foot back, give your feet a little tap. Sit back just a little bit. If your back needs a little break, feel free to sit back against the back of the chair. Otherwise, we'll sit up nice and tall. Bring our left foot up. Place your hands underneath your thigh for a little bit of support. Keep the lower body nice and relaxed. Foot is relaxed. And we're just going to get into the knee joint a little bit, circling the lower part of your foot, of your leg. Right from the knee. So little knee circles. Again, nice and slow. If there's any knee issues here, you want to go slow, but good to get that motion into the joint. And other direction. Good, and then bring that foot down. Lift up the right leg, hands underneath your thigh. Keep the foot relaxed, start to do the circles. So trying to circle right from the knee. Circles can be little tiny circles or big circles. Whatever feels good here for your knee. Good, circle other direction. And pausing for a moment, bring your feet back. Give your feet a little tap. Go ahead and sit back with your back against the back of the chair. Spine is tall, crown is lifted, shoulders relaxed away. Just pause for a moment. Notice the sensations in your body after that practice for our joints. We're going to do our second breath practice. This again is another calming practice. It's called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breath. This breath practice has different stages to it. So for today, we're going to just do the first stage of this practice. This is a nice practice that you can do whenever you need a little bit of calming. So particularly nice to do as you're getting ready for bed. You can do it when you're in bed or before you get into bed. So for this practice, we're going to start by bringing our right thumb to the side of our right nostril and closing our right nostril. And we're going to take nice easy breaths through our left nostril. And just at your own breath pace, I'll keep track of time and let you know when to stop. So gently close the right nostril and then inhale and exhale through the left. Keeping the face nice and soft, shoulders relaxed. So a couple more. And then go ahead and release your hand and just pause again. Notice the breath in your nostrils. You might feel like one nostril's more open than the other, and that's perfectly normal. So we'll do the left side. So we're going to close our left nostril with our left thumb, and this time inhale and exhale through the right nostril, and I'll keep track of time. Nice, easy breaths. A couple more. And then go ahead and release your hands down to your lap. Pause and notice the effects of that breath practice. Become aware of the breath moving in your nostrils. Go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. Bring awareness to your whole body, feeling the weight of the body as it rests on the chair. Feel the head. Feel the face, softening the eyes, the mouth, the jaw. Relaxing the shoulders down away from your ears. Let the arms and hands be relaxed. Feel the support of the chair beneath your hips and your legs. Feel the feet. Feel the whole body. Feel the breath as you inhale and exhale. Very slowly release the arms down by your sides, keeping your eyes closed if you like. As you inhale, let the arms lift up. And then as you exhale, slowly let the arms come back down. One more time at your own pace here with your breath, inhaling as you lift. Exhaling, lowering down. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Pausing there for a moment, just keeping that awareness to your breath, to your heart, to that energy that connects us all. And may all beings be happy, may all beings be safe, may all beings be peaceful and at ease. Namaste.